G'day everybody, Sean from Bourbon Brothers here. Hope you're well with our second tasting video for August. We're looking at the Jack Daniel's Bottled in Bond Traveller's Edition. Jack Daniel's Distillery was established in 1866 and was the first registered distillery in the US. Born Jasper Newton Daniel, its namesake is the mastermind behind the Old No. 7 taste that is so popular. By 1904, Jack's infamous whiskey had earned a gold medal at the World's Fair. The secret to Jack's award-winning flavour is limestone spring water, which is the resource used today at the Lynchburg, Tennessee location. His original recipe, which remains unchanged, also includes just the right amount of corn, rye and barley. It all started when Jack ran away from home after his mother and father had both died. Prior to his death, Jack's father remarried, but Jack despised his stepmother and was taken in by a local preacher named Dan Call. Call began teaching Jack about distilling, as all good pastors should, and in 1875, Jack founded a registered distilling business with Call using money from his late father's estate. Shortly thereafter, Call quit the business due to religious reasons and Jack took over the ownership. In 1884, Jack Daniel purchased the land where the distillery is located today. He ran it until 1907 when he gave the distillery to his nephew, Lou Motlow, and since he never married or had children, Motlow operated the distillery for 40 years. In 1910, he challenged the law in a case that went to the Tennessee Supreme Court. Since a statewide prohibition was passed in 1910, the legal distillation of Jack Daniels in Tennessee was not allowed. The company then moved production to St. Louis, Missouri and Birmingham, Alabama, but was not able to achieve the quality of whiskey that was produced in Tennessee. Both Missouri and Alabama were affected by similar prohibitions, and after several years of repeals and changes to the law, the distillery was finally up and running for business in 1947. While it is now legal to distill whiskey in Tennessee, the distillery is actually located in a dry county. That means while the product can legally be produced, it cannot legally be sold. However, there is one exception, which is that Jack Daniel's can sell one commemorative product. You can purchase Gentleman Jack, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, or Old No. 7 at the distillery's bottle shop. Free tours, they're there, and if you get the chance, go along because it's an absolute belter. After each tour, guests are served a small cup of lemonade since the dry county prohibits any alcohol sales. We all know Jack Daniel's is a huge brand. Their standard black label Tennessee whiskey sold 12.5 million 9-litre cases in 2017. There are other brand variations such as the Tennessee Honey, Gentleman Jack, Tennessee Fire added another 2.9 million cases of sales. Sales of an additional 800,000 equivalent cases in RTDs, your Jack and Coke cans, brought the fiscal total year to more than 16.1 million equivalent adjusted cases for the entire Jack Daniel's family of brands. Wow. So what can you expect from this bottled in bond expression of Jack Daniel's, which is absolutely my favourite one out there? The aroma just explodes from the glass. You get sweet caramel, vanilla, and that quintessential Jack Daniel's banana scent which fill the air with a really rich intensity. Inhaling brings forth some of that maple coming through from its filtering and a touch of the seasoned oak. It's a really great start to the sip. On that palate, you get intense maple sugar. It meets a mixture of caramel and toasted marshmallows and burnt oak at the onset. The banana rushes in, but it's fleeting against the more sugary mix that you get up front there. So it errs heavily on the sweeter side, and the intensity is propped up by the additional proof of the 50% bottled in bond. The whiskey intensifies in the finish, starting with a wave of spicy heat, some caramel, burnt oak, and then just melting into a sugary finish in there. So it's a great way to finish, and it's just a great drop. I know you're going to enjoy this one, so please do enjoy the Jack Daniel's Bottled in Bond and enjoy your journey. Cheers. Jack Daniel's Distillery was established in 1866 and was the first registered distillery in the US-born Jasper Newton Born Jasper Newton Daniel, its namesake is the mastermind. On the finish, the whiskey intensifies, starting with a wave of spicy heat, then caramel and On the finish, that whiskey intensifies to